What's happening? What's happening, my good people? This is the Real Life Real Estate Investing Show where we talk about real life real estate situations, but we bring you real life real estate solutions. I'm your host, Glenn Glasper, affectionately known as Mr. Dollar Out of a Dime. And my guest today is another guest, just like the guest that we had last week, is coming back home. Welcome him back home. This is actually home for him. He's no stranger to this show. I can't say enough about him. I probably could say too much about him, but it probably wouldn't still be enough. But I'm gonna bring him on and have him tell us about what he's got going on. We're gonna talk about the word of the month. This is gonna be an absolutely amazing show. So stick around, stay in your seats, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with you. What's happening? What's happening, man? Listen, hey, this is I get excited when my family come on. My family come back. And hang out with me. It just, I probably be doing too much, but I'm excited, man. So bear with me. Listen, welcome to the show, man. Welcome back again. It's like when you come on, like we had Monique on last week. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff, old times, new times, all the great things that's going on. And I know this is gonna be one of those shows, man, that where we're gonna kick it, we're gonna get into it, we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But before I go any further, I want you to go ahead and tell the folks who you are in your own words, for the one or two people that may watch this that are over in the corner of the world somewhere that might not know who you are. Tell the folks who you are, man, and we'll get into it.
Okay, my name is John Stafford. They call me the Grind Guy. I've been running that name for the last 4 or 5 years. And I'm a real estate entrepreneur here in the Atlanta market.
I gotta cut you off, man. man. That's not Grind Guy energy, man. What's that, man? Who's this guy?
Hey, man, listen. Let me tell you something. All right, this what you want. This what you're going to get, sir.
Give it to him, man. Give it to him.
Man, hey, listen. I had to go on, I was in my studio voice. You want the Grind Guy or you want the Grind Guy? Which one you want? You tell me. Right?
Give him the Grind Guy energy, bro.
Okay. This is why they call me the Grind Guy. See? All right. This is what Glenn wanted. This is what he going to get. Hey, my name is John Stafford. They call me the Grind Guy. The reason why they call me that name is because I'm always out here in the streets. This is what I do. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I'm heavy in the street. And that's it. That's me.
Hey, that's 100 right there, bro. Listen, it's many of us. See, I'm trying to match your energy, man. I had to wake up. Had to wake up early, do me some push-ups, throw some water on my face.
Yes, sir. Hey, be careful what you ask for.
Right. I know he coming with it today, so I want to be prepared. I want to make sure I can match your energy because when you was talking, that's my studio voice. I come on and I talk a little low.
Right. Hey, well, guess what, Glenn? It takes time to get here.
For sure. Hey, so we definitely gonna get into that because that show that shirt is off the chain. And Cassiana, she says she loves us to love you right
love
back.
You too, Cass.
We definitely need to, the word of the month, man, is supposed to be the triple threat. Me, you, and her get on. Because I use that as an excuse for me to get me a shirt. But man, listen, welcome to the show, bruh. And I can't tell you enough about how proud of the things that you are, proud of the things that you are, proud that I am of the things that you got going on, man, the things that you're doing. I only strive to someday, man, be able to get to do some of the things that you do, man. So let's talk about what you got going on, man. Let's tell the folks some of the stuff that you got going on.
Well, got a lot of stuff going on, man. From wholesaling to fixing and flipping to new construction. It's a lot of stuff in the pot right now, and it takes a lot of time, energy, and all of those things to get here. And I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful for another day, another opportunity to be great and pour myself back into individuals and help people be better, man. Become a better them. That's basically what I got going on.
Man, so you said fixing and flipping and new construction. Man, you came on down that road, huh? Boy.
Yeah, I'm on it. Look, I'm on that journey.
All right. You came down that road.
Yes, sir.
Listen, there go my man Ryan on again. He said, "So John don't have that much great."
Hey, Ron, this is 40. No more just for men for me.
Right. Hey, listen, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe I need to, because I passed 40 a little while ago. I can't get my grade to come in like that. I don't know what it is.
Boy, you don't even want to know the rest of it.
Right. So fixing and flipping, man.
Yes, sir.
Why, man?
Well, I did a few fix and flips, man, in the past. They've always been cosmetic, and I did a fix and flip a couple years ago on Emerald Avenue, where I did the addition, right?
Right.
And I had to scale back a little bit and really think and put my thoughts together on how I wanted to really strategize, because that wasn't a win for me at all. Not a lot of people know that beautiful home, felt like it was a great opportunity, a great deal, and didn't do too well in that home. Actually was in the negative a lot. And if I wasn't good at wholesaling, I probably would have failed badly. You know what I mean? So, wholesaling is the bread and butter. That's the first that you get from the grind guy. And, the inventory right now is at an all-time low. And I saw opportunity, and I said, you know what? I got with a couple partners, Monique Williams and Courtney Newman. Shout out to Mo Hustle and C New. And we said we're gonna take this down, and that's exactly what we did.
That's what's up. So forgive me, bro. We deal with mindset. We're on the same page. We deal with mindset. So I look at what happened in that deal where you say it wasn't a win. Maybe it wasn't a win for the W column. Okay, maybe they didn't go to the W column, but I still think it was a great opportunity, because in the L column that you and I deal with is the learn column, right? So it might not have gone in the win column, but it went in the learn column.
You caught it. That's why I'm able to still do it. You know what? I say, listen, I may have got knocked down, but it won't stop me. You know what I'm saying? So I continue to, listen, went in another direction. It's all about, this business is about creative thinking and creative structuring. And that's exactly what I did. I got with some partners that have been doing multiple flips, new construction, and things of that nature, and we just gonna kill it all together.
That's what's up.
And it's enough room for what? Everybody to eat.
For sure. and I said that because a lot of times when people, a lot of times it's, in this show we're speaking to new and experienced people. But for those people that are in the new side of watching the show, one thing that to be understood is that if you're gonna last in this business, and you're talking, we 40 plus years together in this thing. If you're gonna last in this business, you got to know that sometimes when you get knocked down, that's a what they say, get knocked down 7, get up 8. You're gonna get knocked down a few times, but as long as you get up more times than you get knocked down, then that's definitely.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me say something real quick. When you get knocked down, it's not about the knockdown. It's about, like we talked about prior to, the learn from the knockdown, right?
Absolutely.
So I learned from that knockdown, and I said, you know what? Maybe I don't need to do this alone. Maybe I need to get some partners with some experience, and we all collectively do something together that's gonna make magic. And that's what happened. So we got a renovation going on in Decatur right now, around the corner from my very first wholesale deal. My very first deal is literally walking distance. It's around the corner, and we did that, and we jumped on some new construction together as well. So we got 3 lots in historic College Park that we're working on as well, where we're building new construction.
That's what's up. I'm gonna let you speak to this. What Ron says.
Nope. You're not doing that. We ain't doing that today. No, sir.
Okay, so we're not doing that.
That's not what we're doing. Hey, look. Hey, we are not doing that today, Ron.
But and the thing is, here's what I look at, because we've all had those situations where there were several other elements that caused our situation to go sideways.
Right.
At the end of the day, those of us that are true to life entrepreneurs, we take responsibility for that.
Full responsibility.
Right.
Full responsibility of everything that happened on that project. Like I said, it was a learning curve for me. It was damn near new construction. We took off the back and added 700 square feet on the back of the home. That was like, for me, that was my introduction to new construction, because you go into framing, we go into so many other things that you do in new construction, which hence the only reason why we took on this project that's in Decatur, because it was already down to the studs. So you could kind of see what was going on. Other than that, I don't know if that would have been an opportunity, or we would have took on that opportunity for that specific deal. New construction is where it's at for me. I feel like the difference between the two, now that I'm doing both, is that there's no unforeseen issues when you're doing new construction. Is what it is. You got, you got your survey, you got your plans, and you go from there. The only thing that you're dealing with new construction is the weather and time. That takes time.
Real stuff.
Yep.
So let's talk about that, man. What's this word of the month stuff that you on, man? Why you do this, man? What is this all about, man?
Man, I love that you asked that, Glenn. The reason why I do the words of the month, right? So years prior, I got knocked down, and I got knocked down to a point where, some people will say no return, but I fought my way back, right? And I made a promise to the man above that, once I got back, because I knew I was going to get back, that I would pour into individuals to any way that I can, show people, help people, any way that I could. Because at the time prior to, I'm being 100 honest.
For sure.
I wasn't humble enough. I wasn't doing the right things with my business. It really wasn't business prior to. Prior to was just closing deals, making money, spending money. Right. It wasn't a structured business. So, I feel like he sat me down and said, hey, sit right here for a minute and I'll get back with you. But guess what? It's going to take some time. Definitely. So the words of the month, that's where they come from. That I felt I found some way to inspire. It started off with my team. And then, it grew bigger than that. It started inspiring other people. So, that if I could just reach one person per month with this word and the videography, the content that's being poured into everybody, then, I'm doing what my promise was. Absolutely. And it has helped several people. I get messages. I get people that call me about deals they close through the motivation and the inspiration. Like, so it's almost like helping them wake up when they see me up at the gym, right? You feel like, oh man, he at the gym, I need to do what he's doing. So I got a few people that's now jumped on that bandwagon, working out at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then doing those things.
Right. I got to be honest, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. There have been quite a few mornings I've been in the gym because I knew if I didn't get up and go, I was gonna be coming back. I was gonna be at home at 7 or 8 o'clock, looking at you online in the gym shooting. I said, nah, not today.
Right. And the shooting. So, and let me go. I want to tap into that real quick. Prior to real estate, I played basketball, right? And that was a passion of mine. I feel like every single day of your life, you should find a way to do something that you're passionate about.
Right.
That helps you throughout the day. When I'm doing that, I'm on cloud 9. I'm in another space. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's up early, I got to do it early. Nobody's up. I don't have to worry about nobody bothering me in the gym. I could be in my own lane. I get up, I pray, I say go over my affirmations. This is sauce right now. I get up because your success is found in your daily routine. So I get up, I pray, I go over my affirmations. You know what I'm saying? And I go to the gym and get some shots up. And then I leave there and go to my trainer and I go work out. So not a lot of people know about that part. I leave one place of working out and go to another place to work out. So I get my mind right with shooting, which is something that I love to do, which I'm passionate about, and then I take care of my body as well. So by the time most people wake up, I went over my spiritual, my mental, and my physical.
Absolutely. And the thing is, hey, listen, what I want people to get, people will log on, and I want them to see that this is definitely a show for people to come on and watch about real estate, right? But I want people to also to see that it's bigger than just real estate.
Man, it's so much bigger than real estate. It's so much bigger than real estate, because if you don't got this right here, you can kiss real estate and any other business that you're trying to pursue out the window.
Definitely. And that, that's the thing, a lot of people will miss that. They will miss that this is the mindset that you develop in doing what you do. If you're not in a space where you can actually create and continue to innovate and do things that you do in the space that we're in, man, you're gonna lose. You're gonna eventually lose. And it won't be an opportunity to learn, because you won't be in that space where if you get knocked down, like you mentioned, where you'll come back. Let's talk about comeback, man.
Oh, you missed that one. Don't worry about it. You missed that one. So the word comeback was that was last month, by the way, for you guys that are watching. The word for the month last month in October was comeback. And the word was comeback because, all year we've had everybody 2021. I got these goals. I got this. I got that. You started off the year with so much momentum, so much this, so much that. But what happened in that process? You got distracted, right? All those goals that you wrote down, you didn't accomplish, right? However, we're getting ready to go into a whole new season. This is the fourth quarter. So to go into this new season, you need something called what? Momentum to get to that next season. And that's what the comeback was all about. Come back, get back, come back to those things that you wanted to do so you can get back to those goals that you wanted to achieve.
Real stuff. Can you you gave a great analysis of a comeback when you talked about in the times past where you were knocked down, and then when you got back up and you came and you contributed to, and with the word of the month, you're actually helping inspire other people. Give us another example. So for example, you said that you had a situation with the first fix and flip. The
first big gut renovation. Yes.
Right. So what was the comeback process from that? So, okay, you lost money, whatever the case may be. What was it in you that said, okay, let me do this again? What was the comeback process for you in that?
Hey, Glenn, I'm glad you asked. Now I said, you know what? When I come back, I just got to come back in a different way. My strategy has to be a little bit different. I don't have to be doing this on my own. You know what I mean? This is not, I had to say, you know what? Sit that ego aside. It's not all about me. Not that I have not that I'm on the ego. I'm not on that stuff, right? But I had to say, you know what? Sit my male ego aside. Sit that stupidity that a lot of us have, right? It's not an ego. It's called stupidity, right?
Real stuff.
For me, I call it stupidity. I don't, and this is to inspire everybody. But for me, I had to step aside and say, you know what? Maybe I do need some help with some other things. This is not my strong suit. My strong suit is wholesaling, right? Buying and selling, right? And I had to tap into some other individuals. That's their strong suit. And guess what? It's going to create a win for everybody because we're all going to eat.
I want to play a real short clip of a conversation that we had a while back. That is I believe it's a good reference to what we're talking about. Let's take a look at this real quick.
Okay.
Even it don't matter how good you are. You're gonna have months that are slow. Some months are. This is being an entrepreneur is an emotional roller coaster. You have to be ready for the ups and the downs, and you got to celebrate those days.
Yes.
And know that on that 999th call, or that time that it's raining out and you feel like, man, you know what? It's raining out. I ain't gonna go drive for dollars. I ain't going out in the field. I ain't going to look at houses. Guess who still, after 20 years, is going to look at that house, going to make that call? Me.
Climbing through the window.
Whatever. Because whatever it takes. See, you're not passionate about it. That's why you don't want it. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you watching. You're not passionate enough. You don't want it enough. You don't want to change your lifestyle. You don't want to pay off your mom's or your family members' houses and cars. You don't want to help. You don't want to leave a legacy.
Hey, man. Hey, you're on another level now, boy. Hey, you're on another level now, boy.
Hey, bro, listen. I had to watch that. I'm telling you, I watched that so many times, man. I said, wait a minute. I told my producers, I would call them my producers, I said, we got to put that clip in here. Because what you're talking about comeback. But first of all, also what you said is some people just kind of want it, you know, and what I don't know if they played it all the way to the end, but the part where you said, if you're an adult, nobody owes you nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? I love it, bro. I love it. And it's the type of inspiration that people miss when doing anything in life that we do, especially in this.
Hey, Glenn, you just got me all emotional, boy. Hey, sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, my little mode or whatever. That right there, that's tough. That was tough.
Yeah.
That's tough, because sometimes you don't even know when you're in the flow of a conversation or, you know, giving back and, you know, motivating people. Sometimes you miss what you said. And when you look back, you're like, man, I said that. Like, that was powerful. That clip right there, we need to play that clip. That's a thing. I'm saving that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's something that, like, when we talk about the word of the month, right? Now, we covered comeback, and we'll get into time, but we're talking about the word of the month, man. It's so like when okay, let me make another real quick point. You said when you say stuff to inspire people or motivate people, you don't always realize what you say. And it's that because it's in you. You see what I mean? It's in you. You know, a lot of people don't have what you have in them. And when you pouring that out into the next person, it's those types of things that help them see beyond what they can see in the mirror every day. I'm being real with you, bro. When I look at them videos and I'm at home, you know, I get up early, but if it's 6 o'clock and I'm looking at a video where you already been to the gym, you already worked out, I feel some kind of way about that, bro.
Yeah, that's what it's for, though. It's to help you. It can be a friendly competition. I'm not in competition with you. However, if I can help you be your better self, that's what I want to do. Yes. And it don't have to be. I know a lot of people look at the video like, oh, this dude kind of crazy, you know, whatever. He just trying to do it for clout or whatever. Some people, because you got some naysayers, it's gonna be negative. They're gonna find a way to be negative about everything.
Everybody ain't gonna see the value in it.
That's right. However, you'd rather watch World Star, right? Or you'd rather watch something negative that's not going to help inspire you to be better or do something better. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people succeed and get to their goals and their dreams. Because when you do that, if I can say something to pour into you, Glenn, and you go do something that you've never done or be better than what you were yesterday.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a win.
It's a complete win. It's a complete win. And it's those types of things that in real estate and life, period, anything we do, first in life, but especially in the business of what we do, man, it gets hard. You see what I mean? It gets real hard. And for those people, when you say, okay, I'm gonna bring this up. When you said the course is coming soon, the course is already out there, bruh. The course is already out there.
Hey, the course been coming. The course been coming. So long ago.
Right.
But the time is now. The wait is over. Like, we keep talking about what we're going to do. Like, I was talking to myself. You know, I talked to myself. So, okay, now it's time. It's time now. Like, I got to drop it now. Stop playing. Stop procrastinating. Stop trying to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get in our own way, get out your own way and just do it. The time is now. Like, we get in our own way. Like, I'm in my own way of dropping the course and help people close deals. I'm in my own way. Even me.
Yeah, real stuff. I don't know, something's going on with your sound. I don't know what it is, but it sounds a little muffled. But I mean, you're coming through, but it sounds just a little muffled. But you're good.
What about now?
Oh, much better.
Okay.
Yeah, but listen, like I said, man, that inspiration is, and you know, now you're inspiring me because I haven't done the Monday morning mindset makeover moment in a minute. So I've recorded a few, I just haven't put them out there, right? And I'm like, where is the inspiration that I'm responsible for? Because it becomes a responsibility. You know what I mean? It becomes a responsibility when you look at, the word of the month. It's like, okay, now I have to do this, but it's because people are expecting it, and you realize that what you've given all of the times before is something that helps people go to the next level. And when you go back and look at it for yourself, like I was watching a couple of ones that I recorded before, go back and look at it for yourself. You're like, man, that was for me.
Right.
I mean? Like you said, the time, you talk about the time being now. You know what I mean? That's something that's for you. Let's get a little bit more into time. Why is time the word of the month for November?
Well, time's the word of the month because, again, now is the time. Like, you've been, like, viewers, everybody watching, my brothers and my sisters, you've been wanting to write that book, right? The time is now. You've been wanting to start that podcast. The time is now. You've been wanting to drop the course. You've been wanting to get into real estate. You've been wanting to do this. The time is now, right? You've been wanting to win and create a family, create a legacy for your family. The time is now.
Definitely.
That's what this word is about. Time now. Like now. That's why it's highlighted green, so you can see it and you know that the time is now.
Real stuff. So Ryan. Hey Ryan, listen. You got a whole bunch, man. I think we got a slot. We're gonna have to make a slot for you next week, Ryan. Go ahead and put it on your calendar. Don't put it on your calendar. I think we got somebody's schedule. I don't know who it is, but we're gonna have to make some things happen. Ryan got to come on here.
Right.
But listen though, man. All right. So when I first saw time, like, okay, you say that the time is now. I was looking at the time of being, you made a point of procrastination, the book and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, I made a promise to Antonio Smith, man, about 6 months ago. I said, man, I'm gonna have my book done in 60 days. I had something done in 60 days, but it wasn't quite a book. But now that's in the process. That will be happening sooner than later. Because I looked at a panel that I'm speaking on next month.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and promote that now. Cash Flow Factory for y'all that are not registered for the Cash Flow Factory. Go ahead and register for that. I think it's cashflowfactory.com. Where Markwell Russell is the host.
Okay.
I'm on the panel with 3 other speakers. I'm not gonna say their names until I get myself to their level. But the point is, I'm the only speaker on that panel that doesn't have a book.
Oh,
and I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, Glenn, the time is now. It's
the
your
time is now.
Yeah, but look how that puts you in a position to say, you know what? It's your time now. You need to write the book. Stop playing. Get out Glenn's way.
Yes, sir.
Because you know what's stopping the book from coming?
Me. That's it. So I wrote an ebook. Let me give myself a little credit. I wrote an ebook. I just hadn't promoted it the way that I should. So it's an ebook out there, and I'm actually giving it away for free.
Okay.
But this new book that's coming out, and it's coming. So it's in process now. Let me just go ahead and make sure I make that point. It's in process now, but me knowing what I know, it should have been done years ago.
Oh man.
It should have been done years ago. So now you've applied the pressure to me with the word of the month being time. So now, as my brother who iron sharpening iron, I got to come for you.
Hey man, that's good. That's what the words of the month are for.
For sure. So when's the book from the Grind Guy coming out?
Oh man, see, don't do that. The ebook is coming. So that's another thing. And everything comes with what? Time.
Time.
Right?
Yep.
But we don't have too much time, right? People playing with time, right?
Yes, sir.
You got another day and another opportunity to be great every day that you wake up. So don't take advantage of that time. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So, but there's a time and place for everything. So time for the ebook, time for the course, then time for the book. So I have everything in place, and I'm gradually taking my time to get there.
Hey, but listen, it's in place, and you're right. There's a time for everything, and I get excited because I know when it comes out. Hey, listen, a lot of us gonna have to look and step in our game up a little more. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then the time, and then word for the month time too, because it's time, like I was saying, like time to stop playing. It's time to, for the people or the person that's watching that's still sitting on the couch playing that video game, they got a family to take care of. I don't know if I stepped on somebody's toes, but oh well.
That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, and it's fun because guess what? If you don't hear from me, you're gonna hear from your significant other. So why not hear from another brother, a brother from another mother that's giving you some game? The time is now, man. The time is now to provide and take care of your family. We're in the fourth quarter, and that by itself speaks so much because this year right here, it's went by fast. So many things are happening in this day and this time, So
there was a good question that was posted. So Mr. Denmark says, how does John balance family and the grind?
That's a great question. So again, I appreciate that, Ron, because that at the beginning, there was no balance. Right? And I had to figure out a way to still balance out family in the grind. So guess what? That 5 a.m. workout before a lot of people are up, that's John's time. That's grind time, right? Then I start my day. That's grind time. Then I'm communicating with my family. I got a wife and I got 2 beautiful daughters, and I'm spending that time with them. However, one call, that's all. When I get that phone call, sometimes they know, he got to handle business. And sometimes, you got to set aside for the family because that's very important. Setting aside that time for family, that's so important. And, you got to take those vacations and we got to spend that quality time with family and your significant other. That's very important to me. And y'all notice I keep saying a certain words. Y'all stay tuned for next month.
For sure.
I'll be giving out little stuff, to try to help people try to figure it out because they always ask, "What's the word of next month?" They try to get ahead of the curve. Stay tuned.
Hey, but you know what? That's the thing that I know drives what you do, man. That anticipation, the people that anticipate that word of the month, man, and it's a good space to be in.
Hey, man, let me tell you, if I don't drop that word, I start getting phone calls, texts, DMs. Like, what's going on? Why, like something wrong? And we all go through things in life, man. And sometimes, hey, things happen, and to all of us, nobody's immune to things that are happening in life. And this year, a couple words in a month were missed because we had some things going on, and that's life. However, again, that's what the comeback is for. That's what time is for. It's for all of those things. So a couple words or a couple months this month, you didn't get the words of the month. Had to dig into other things that were more important in business and inspiring everybody. So
true story. Hey, life happens to all of us, bro.
Yes, it will.
Life happens to every single one of us, and that's that thing that when we have the specific mindset that we had, Ron said we still mad about that. Ron crazy, boy.
Yeah, it is, man.
You say you owe us 3 words in a month. you owe us 3 words. You owe us 3 words,
boy. Hey, Ron, you got all 3 words last month. Come back. That's it. That's
right.
Like that's enough right there. That's telling you, come back. He came back. Come back home.
But I was saying that, life happens to every single one of us, man. No matter, and that's where you gotta have the right kind of mindset, be in the right headspace to handle those situations that come up in life. You know what I mean? And now doing what you're gonna do with what you know. That's the thing, you know.
Hey man, and it's a different type of fire lit now. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like those things that if things can knock the grind guy off a little bit, hey, listen, it's a different type of fire. That's why the fourth quarter is so important to going into that new year. A lot of people, you know, they're already like, for y'all that don't know, we already in 2022, just so y'all know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you don't know, we already in 2022 for us that are in business. You know, a lot of people take time off now with their families and they just take this time off. But, you know, this is where I put my foot on the gas a little bit harder because, you know, that momentum driving into the new year is very important. It's very key to business. And anybody that's been in business for a while, when you lose momentum, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my momentum is starting back up again. You know, I'm in comeback mode, you know, because the time is now. So you know, because what I plan to do, my plan, you know, this is my plan, you know, to make God laugh, tell him your plans. My plan is for December is to take the whole month to prepare for the upcoming month. You know, so it's not taking a month off, it's being still
preparation,
you know, but preparing for the, you know,
preparation. And it's necessary. Preparation is very necessary. You know,
absolutely.
People don't understand that how necessary preparation is. Like if you want to scale and go next level, or even to continue in business, preparation is very necessary.
Yeah. You know, because you know, when you look at where you get to grow in business, and it's always a growth process. You know, for me, one of the things that I often do is I keep my goals in front of me. Right. And then when I look at where I am for a certain part of the year, especially fourth quarter, you know, I've done most of what I have on my goals list. The one thing I think I didn't do is we didn't go to Disney this year, but you know, that was my wife's choice. But yeah, if she watching, I'm throwing her.
Shout out to B. What's up, B? How you doing?
It was her choice not to go. But but when you look at, you know, when I look at my goals and then you get to the fourth quarter and you're missing some of those things that you didn't get accomplished in the year, you know, that's where I am right now. Like the goals that I set for this year were too small. Honestly, I'll be real. They were too small. You know, the saying is if you're not afraid of your goals aren't big enough.
Right.
Now at the beginning of the year, coming into the year, I was like, oh yeah, these are big goals.
But hey, that just shows growth within you though. You recognize that this is not enough for me. I should be at another level. And that's okay. That's okay too. But at least you caught it and you recognize that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. My man Rod said
What'd he say?
He said, disclaimer, I'm a comedian. Please don't take me serious. I'm just making sure we laugh every week. Hey, listen, Rod, I know, you know, and I point out to the folks when Rod comes, when we're on the show, Rod comes on, you know, and definitely, bro, I appreciate you, man. I want to make sure I say this. I appreciate you coming on because you help with the flow of the show as well. So that's why you got to come on and do, you know, we got to definitely come on and have you talk about some of the stuff you're doing. But the preparation for the next year for me is setting bigger goals, right? Like I said, at the beginning of the year, the goals that I set, they were, you know, what I thought was something that was huge. And not everything happened. I didn't get everything done, but the things that I got done that I was kind of afraid of, actually I got them done. But I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, like writing a book. That was one of the goals that's on the list. That's one that hasn't been done yet. But when you look at, I mean, and I use this reference for both of us. When you look at the things that we know and the experience that we have and what we do, and I'm not going to belittle it too much, but for something like writing a book, that should be child's play for us, though, bro.
Yeah, Yes.
You know what I mean?
But no, it's not, Glenn, because you're not a book writer. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people,
Definitely.
like you in your own way because you haven't reached out to the individual that does write the books and sat down with them and said, hey, listen, this is what I want to do and how I want to do it. Right? But you got to sit down with the individual that does write the books.
Absolutely.
You're not a book writer. You're a businessman that's in real estate.
True story. True
you see
story.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes we got to recognize that, like, don't beat ourselves up about certain things because that's not what we do. I know I'm not a book writer. Listen, let me tell you something. When I was in school, I was not the best student. However, when I found things when I found the things that I enjoyed and that I like to do, I'm gonna outwork everybody. So that was the difference.
You know, and I'll be honest, what I learned, and I'm sure I probably heard this before, but I actually paid attention to it when I learned it this year. So for those of us, you know, and this is game as well. We'll give away this game as well. For those of us that do what we do, that have that 10,000 hours of what we've done and what we can do, that is the book that's written already, right? It's all in here. But what you said was very key. I hadn't sat down with the person that's the book writer to write it. And what I've actually finally gotten done is I actually sat down and given the book writer the book that was in me. So now the book writer is doing what they do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So right. But to your point though, what you said was I thought that I had to do everything. Like the ebook that I wrote, I actually sat and write it. And I thought, Brad, look, I ain't got no hair now. I thought I was gonna pull out everything. Like, why am I doing this? Like they said we have to write a book, so I wrote it. But you know, realizing that it's not all the way that we think it is, you know, then you know, we'll definitely, Ryan, that's the conversation we gonna talk about, Ryan. We definitely gonna have that. So, you know, sitting down and actually getting the book out of us is something that, like I said, is child's play for us because it's in us. You know what I mean?
We're writing a book right now. We don't even know it.
Exactly.
This conversation is a book.
And we're going to definitely talk about that. Ron says, John, you ready for 20,000 speaking engagements? I 110% agree.
Woo!
Hey, it's just a little more pressure, bro. That's all.
Hey, man, listen. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you what my struggle and my battle with the courses, right? And it's gonna mess some people up right here. And hey, nowhere to say it than on the Real Estate Investing Show. So my struggle with the courses and books and speaking engagement, it charged all of these amounts of money. Right? And I'm getting ready to give y'all game, and whether you pour into it or not, right? My biggest thing about that was these people charge all these amounts of money. And it's okay. Hopefully, Glenn, you don't get upset with me. Is it okay for me to pour out?
Hey, bro, go ahead, do your thing. Listen, I've gotten over it. I'm good. My price is the price.
Right. So
you get not only do you get 20 years of experience, but you also get me. So and I value me, so I have to make sure you value.
Okay, cool. Well, then we good. But my biggest thing was charging people, right? Charging people these amounts of money. Now I'm giving you all the pros and the cons. Charging people these amounts of money for my course, charging people amounts of money for the books, charging people money for the speaking engagement, right? However, if they don't value your time, they need to pay the cost. It was always big for me on coaching, on mentorship, on courses, the prices. Yeah. But people will pay. And research says that 95% of people that buy courses or 85% of people that buy courses, they never touch it.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna respond to that, but I gotta put this up because Ron hit it on the head. Not one college gives you, Glenn, an experience for $100K a year. Here's the thing. I had that same issue. I'll be honest with you. You know who my coach is. He hit me upside the head so many times. I'm like, wait a minute, bro, but why I got to do that? But what I came to understand, and I'm sure Ron can appreciate this, I came to understand that the value, what people pay for is results. This is the thing. I thought it was time. And I was like, okay, I got to spend all this time, such and such. But it's not necessarily the time that they invest in. What they invest in is a result. And if we can show somebody how to make at minimum, half-ass doing it, at minimum $100,000 a year for the rest of their lives, what price tag can we put on that?
Yeah, that's what I've come to conclusion. The conclusion. Yeah. I've been in my own way about that. So, after seeing all these people that just now coming out, you've been out for 3 years and you got books and courses and systems and all this. Oh my God. And you're making all this money. Look, you're driving Ferraris and all this stuff.
Oh my God.
You in a Phantom and you ain't been in business 10 years.
Yeah. True story.
Right? And it's okay. You know what? If y'all want to come for me on that, the people that I'm talking to, come for me. I'm ready.
So the question I have to ask, bro, this is the question. Ryan, you might be able to chime in on. We probably have to get you on this. Probably see if we can bring you in. Is it something they're doing right, or is it something that we're doing wrong?
It's something that we're doing wrong.
Okay.
It's something that we're doing wrong, and it's okay. It's okay. A lot of people figure out, and they come in and they're mentored a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not really their fault. They're trained to do this specific way, and they got fast results, right? But there's nothing in a microwave success, right? There's no microwave success. There's no put it in the oven, microwave ready. The longevity of that is not going to be longevity, A lot of times, you might get out here and jump in these lease cars or however you want to call it.
Yeah.
And, that's the lease for the book. That's the lease for the course. Right. That's the lease for. But what is your everyday life like?
Absolutely.
Because that stuff sells.
Yeah.
All that stuff sells. If I go jump in and get in a McLaren right now, 720S, which I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Right. But my wife was like, why? That's not you. Like, you don't want to really do that. And I was like, yeah, I really do. I'm 40. I should be able to do what I want to do. Like, you know what I mean? But she was like, my wife, shout out to my wife, Miss Stafford, right? Her background is finance and accounting. She's going to give it to me raw on the money side, right? How much money am I going to spend on this car? How much am I going to be driving the car? How much, all those things matter. She's like, I'd rather see you driving down the street in your truck that's wrapped and got everything about what you do and who you are on it. And by the way, what just happened recently, I think about 3 weeks ago, a guy in a brand new Bentley rolled by me. Brand new, clean, everything. And I was looking at it like, man, that was clean. Like, we riding on the highway. And he called me and said, man, I just want to, give you a shout out, man. What you got right there, that's money. I was like, nah, what you got right there is money. He's like, nah, you don't understand what I'm trying to say. That is gonna make you money. This makes me money, but it's a depreciating asset. And now guess what? Guess who has a new private money lender? Because I got my truck wrapped.
Hey, so listen, another level of inspiration. Yeah, so let me go ahead and just put this on out there. It's something to be said about so let me just go say this. My truck is being wrapped. My truck is being wrapped. So it's not a surprise.
Hey, Glenn, the time is now.
Somebody might call me a copycat, but listen, I'm okay because I'm copying the right cat. You see what I'm saying? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Oh, he got his truck wrapped because John got his wrapped. Yeah, I did.
Hey man, it's okay. Again, it's to inspire other people to do what they need to do.
I rather them say that I'm copying you than for them to say, "Oh, he copying that dude that had to go back to work a 9 to 5."
Hey, you just said something.
I'm just saying, I'll take it. Yep, I'm copying him.
Hey, you just said something right there.
Right. And look, I'm gonna copy Ron. I'm copying Ramon. I'm copying Tito. I'm copying all the right cats. So yeah.
Hey, so truth be told, let me tell y'all where I got that from. I used to I was out in the field a lot over in certain areas, and I used to see this car wrap.
I already know who you're talking about.
You know what this car was?
Who that?
Uncle Bill buying houses. Shout out to Will Galloway. That was the inspiration. He had the Magnum wrap, and I saw it, and I continuously saw it over and over and over again. And I was like, I gotta do it.
You know what? Here's what's crazy though. Here's what's crazy. I had my little signs on the side of my car.
That don't work.
Right.
I did that. I did that at first. That don't work. The little magnet, you know, when you got a magnet, you can take it on, put it on the day, take it off the magnet. That ain't really showing who you are.
Exactly.
You really want to know. Like, I'm not hiding. If you see my truck at certain areas, you like, that's government.
And you're absolutely right. And I felt myself, I was in that mode of kind of wanting it, right? That little sign, that's just showing you halfway committed. Well, you're not even halfway. Not even halfway. So that's why I said, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, I should get my car wrapped. I should get my car wrapped because I saw Will's car. I'm like, nah, do I want to do that? I could take the sign off, right? But what Will showed me, he said, dude, he didn't say this, but what I got from him is that's one car. That's the car that you drive for business. If you got an issue with that car being wrapped, go buy another car.
Hey.
And things for us should be just that simple from a mindset perspective.
But it turns into other things. As far as business, it turns into write-offs. It turns into marketing. It turns it's so many things that are in line with that, and also bring you business, and also bring you money. That's different.
Real stuff. That's Idris. He said,
what he say?
I buy pretty houses 2022 around Atlanta 2022.
Hey, it sounds like a good rap to me.
Absolutely. Shout out to Idris.
Shout out to Idris.
But listen, I mean, it's those types of things, man, that we don't. Now think about it. When we saw Will doing his, and this was, for me, was like at least 4 or 5 years ago, when I saw his car.
Yeah, I saw his truck a long time ago.
Yeah. Imagine if we had done something like that the time when he did. You see, like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I asked several people before I did it. Several, people that, I kind of, got respect for. It's like, nah, man, don't spend your money. I did that before. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. So I listened. So I was like, okay, I ain't gonna spend the money, and I realized it's not all that much money. And I was like, they said not to do it, so I won't do it. But what I realize now is that had I done it then, there would have been so much more that would have come about as a result of doing it then. But what I'm realizing now, though, that now is the right time. See how I did that?
I picked it. I got you.
Now's the right time because the book is coming out. The new course is coming out. Let me go ahead and put that on out there.
Okay.
Coming out. So now is the right time. But
let me tell you one thing. Let me give you some sauce on wrapping your vehicle, right? You want me? I can't even tell you how many deals I've closed since I've wrapped my vehicle.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So you technically are not paying for that.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, for the price, and I don't know if people know what it costs, but for the price of that, one deal, one halfway deal will cover the price of paying for that.
Man, shout out to my guy Greg over at where did I get my truck? I'm about to give you Rhapsody Vinyl. Oh yeah, I gave it to you. Shout out to my guy Greg over there at Rhapsody Vinyl. He raps all kinds of songs. He does it all, man. And he took care of me, man. And if I tell you guys how much I got my truck wrapped for, you won't believe it. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you anyway. It cost earnest money to get my truck wrapped.
Pretty much.
It cost me $1,100 for me to get the vinyl wrap on my truck. It was already black. We printed out the white vinyl, and he put everything on the truck for me.
Man, I wish I had a clip of the truck so we could show it.
Oh, you was talking about me last week, man. I seen Monique was by my truck, and you was like, man, you told John to get a truck one. But when you grinding, man, you can't wash this truck every day. You can't be chilling every day, boy. You've been on the grind, man. And the weather ain't been that great in Atlanta anyway. It's been up and down. So
Right.
This guy here, man. It's okay. It's okay, man. I'm gonna go watch my truck. I'm gonna tag you in the picture. I'm standing next to it.
Right. I know you're gonna catch that.
Oh yeah, I'm paying attention now. Pay attention.
Real stuff though, man. Real stuff. Let me see. What is okay. Ron says earnest money goes a long way. Real stuff. What's up, Joe? Man, so let's do this, man. We had our hour spot right here. What I wanted to do, can you hang for a minute?
Hey man, look, I blocked out my time specifically for this show.
So because I want to because we cover some real stuff, and I hope the people that actually saw this, that will see this, pay attention to the things that we cover. Now, we didn't talk about doing deals. We didn't talk about, well, we did, but we didn't get into the whole meat of that. But I want people to get what was covered in this show is the information that you shared as it relates to inspiration, motivation, mindset, those types of things. Those things are vital in what we do in this business. And, somebody will watch this and say, well, they didn't teach me how to close a deal.
You know what? Oh, okay. So for the person that's going to say that, you know why you ain't closed a deal yet? For the person that's saying that, you know why you ain't closed a deal yet? You don't have a why. You don't have a mentor. So it's certain things that you haven't. If you want to close a deal, buy the course. Buy Glenn's course. Buy the Grind Guys course that's coming. See, Definitely. You got to invest in yourself. Everybody want everything for free. Oh, tell me how to do this. Let me meet you for lunch. Not how business works.
Man, hey, I understand now. I
just stepped on some toes.
Yeah, and listen, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. And the people that are appreciated are the ones that will, and the ones that won't. But that's okay. And but the thing about it is what we do, man. It's our job. Not just as investors, real estate investors, but it's our job as we'll say coaches and mentors, because we look at it this way. And being with the experience that we have, we become mentors and coaches whether we like it or not. You see what I mean? For example, a Joe Castaneda who's joining us. Thanks for joining us. He said,
"What's up, Joe?"
He says, "You mean tacos and tequila won't get you free mentorship?" Absolutely not.
However, you could go to tacos and tequila over there with go to the event once it open back up and network.
Network. But we'll take a Joe or a Ron, for example. It's these types of folks that you get an opportunity that you can watch them do what they do, and they're your mentors. You see what I mean? Like you and I. for the experience that we have. People watch and listen to this show or hear what we talk about. In essence, we become a mentor for them, right? We listen to Robert Kiyosaki. We listen to Napoleon Hill. We listen to these people. These people become virtual mentors, but mentors nonetheless.
However, you can't touch those people. You're not seeing these people. You see them on TV. You can see him on TV. You can read his book. You can listen to his audio.
But you can't touch him. You're right.
Can't touch him.
Right. You're absolutely right. I was gonna see if Ron would jump on in here with us, man. If we got time. Ron, can you jump in with us?
And also, right when Ron's jumping in, stay tuned for the podcast that's coming. All things entrepreneur. Time to get 8. Shout out to Jessica Myers. Shout out to Monique Williams. Shout out to Sion John, Shauna Bennett, Errol Allen. All things entrepreneur. Y'all stay tuned, man. It's coming.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You should have got the link. It should have been emailed to you, Ryan. I think they emailed it to you. But so listen, again, that's another thing. That's another thing. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. I know Will's podcast. What's Will's podcast?
Will's podcast is it's wealth over
something elite, I thought. Entrepreneur Elite?
Entrepreneur, no. Is it Entrepreneur Elite? Will's gonna be mad at us for that one.
I know, right? Look, we're supposed to know that.
Hey, Will, I apologize, my brother, but it's something elite.
Well, look, shout out to Will Galloway.
Shout out to Will Galloway. Shout out to Tim Harvey. Wholesalers Are Us.
Definitely. Shout out to those guys. But it's them, and here's another prober, it's them, and it is Deona. Deona inspired in them what they have now inspired in me, and and for you speaking on it as well. Let me hold on. I'll text it to you, Ryan.
Shout out to Miss Deona Britt. Rest in peace.
Definitely. She said to them, and she said it to me as well. She said it to me as well about go ahead and getting it done, right? So the things that you have on your mind, go ahead and get it done. That's why Will was inspired to go ahead and get his podcast done.
Right.
And then I've been, this other podcast that we've talked about different podcasts several times.
We got other one. BMO Hustle got a podcast, so
right. And this other one, I'm just like, man, looking at the responsibility, like podcasting is a responsibility. People don't know because you're providing value to people. Let's see, hold on. You're providing value to people that will potentially change their lives if they follow it. And you have to take into account what responsibility comes with that. You know what I mean? So this podcast that I'm looking at, the second one I'm putting together, is covering the whole gamut of entrepreneurship and talking about ways that people can create streams of income for themselves, so that in situations like a pandemic, which we're not out of the one that we're currently in, but in the event something like that comes up again, we don't have to be worried about where we can create income from. We don't have to be what do we call it, waiting on the government to take care of us. I think we tried to get a stimulus check, but they were like, no, y'all don't qualify. Well, qualify for a stimulus check.
That wasn't working.
But those situations, man, I wanted to create an atmosphere where people can understand everything, not just as it relates to entrepreneurship, but it relates to finances. Like I'm looking at people that have situations with their credit that refuse to even, I know it costs to do it. Like, yeah, people, that's the thing now. Everybody's paying to get the credit fixed. But there are still some people that are skeptical about getting it done. Even if you don't pay somebody, you don't have to pay somebody.
Quick question.
If you're willing to do it yourself.
Quick question. I ain't trying to cut you off. How you skeptical about getting your credit fixed, and you're not paying the people you don't want to pay to get your credit fixed, but you ain't paying the people that you owe.
Hey, listen, this is where I need to learn how to use this piece of equipment I got over here.
Hey, that's comedy right there.
Sound effect.
Oh, I got you.
For the shots fired sound effect, it definitely needs to be right there. Man, because you're right. You're absolutely right. It's people that are skeptical about getting their credit fixed. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Because first of all, they're like, okay, I don't want to pay all this money and nothing happens. Yeah, I've seen that happen to people.
I've seen that too.
They pay all
and
this
that's
money.
Understandable.
Yeah.
But that's a part of taking. That's a part of taking risks to be able to build not just your credit, but business credit, something that could be life changing for you and your family. So everything that we do is a risk. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, I don't want to be a risk. I don't want to take a risk." It was a risk when you got up this morning, you drove out your driveway.
Even if you didn't drive out your driveway, if you got up this morning, you got out the bed, that was a risk. It's somebody somewhere around the country, probably in this city, that got out of that woke up and didn't make it out of the bed. You see what I mean? Like something happened where they probably fell out of the bed. But it's a risk in anything we do.
Right.
As Jim Rohn says, you think this is risky. Imagine what it costs to not take the risk.
Woo! That is so strong right there. Then look, man.
Imagine what it costs not to take the risk. I mean, okay, even if it's 50-50 odds, right? 50% chance that it will work, 50% chance that it won't work. Somewhere in the middle, we'll say the investment is $1,000, right? Somewhere in the middle, if you spend $1,000 to get your credit fixed, you spend $1,000 expecting to get a 700, and you at a 400, and you only get to a 600. I think that is well worth the investment.
Man, we're not even gonna get into that, boy. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. If you make an investment, right, and you get anything above what the investment is, that's like saying right now you go into stocks, you go into trading or whatever you go into, and you make a profit. If you had a 400 credit score, you got a 600. That's a profit. That's something that you didn't know how to do and you didn't have prior to making the investment.
Absolutely. And in most places, even if it's just hard money, you can qualify at a 600 with hard money. You see what I mean? Whereas before, you might not be able to qualify with your 400. Look at my man. Here you go, man. I hope the world is ready.
Oh, there you go. Where you get that hat from?
Oh, listen. I was telling somebody the other day, I have never, ever had an Atlanta Braves hat, but I'm going to get one today.
I don't have one.
I'm going to get one today.
You got to get the throwback, too. You got to get the original
right.
Not the new one, the throwback.
Not the orange and not the original 1990, 95 throwback. You got to get that. Don't go out there and buy all them hats made by these millennials. Don't go out there and buy
that. Right.
Yo,
what's up,
let me tell you something.
What's up, Ron D?
Two shows I would never miss is John's show, Monique's show, and I don't know about anybody else, but John and Monique, I never miss their show. Anytime they on here, I'm always on John and Monique because I'm forever indebted to them too, because we came up with some shit. I'm sorry, some stuff. We came up with something. We came up with Wholesale Live, did $100,000 and got out of there like it was nothing.
Hey, let me go ahead and shoot this disclaimer. So first of all, I'm not responsible for anything that Ron says, and I'm also not responsible for him driving while he on this show. Okay. Okay. He in the car with somebody else. Somebody else driving. Okay.
I got a driver. My son drive. I got a driver. I don't drive these days.
Oh, that's Rick's over there driving.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up. Okay. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure.
Absolutely. I'm gonna try to keep it clean. But what I wanted to jump on and talk about, first of all, shout out to John, man, because John and I talk about real estate. We talk about personal stuff. And me, I'm from Atlanta, so I never care about what anybody said. I'll bring the heat and want all the smoke from anybody. I'm just built
That's
that
what's
way.
up.
I'm just built that way. So cats that I do mess with, I support, which is why I jump on Glenn broadcast every week. I sit
That's
on that
dope.
until it's
That's dope.
over. I come in, I put hands up because we don't really need the rest of y'all if y'all don't support anyway. So we good. The bank account pregnant. I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you broke
You
up a little
breaking
bit.
up.
Uh-oh, you breaking up. He going through a bad area.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, you out there in the sticks, man. You broke up. We ain't hear nothing you saying.
I don't know if he can hear us. Yeah, but listen, man. Hey, he's right, man. You know, when you and Mo come on the show, man.
How you can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I can
Can
hear
y'all
you.
hear me?
You still look.
Yeah, we hear you
It's
now.
always I'm on the east side. There's too many black people out here on Instagram.
Again, I can't be responsible.
There's too many black people. Anywhere where there's concentrated of black people, they ain't doing that. They not working, so they on the gram right now, trying to be gram famous. They taking that 300 a week and making sure they on the gram. So I went through that area.
Man.
I'm on South Harrison.
I can't be held responsible.
He always works in Buckhead. And when I'm in Buckhead, I never drop signal. Because they working. They working in Buckhead.
Say working.
But I want to say this year has been and I want to kind of piggyback what John was saying about like the people on Instagram, how they selling this lifestyle, how they selling the lifestyle, right? So this year I've only closed 3 deals with an attorney. Because last year we decided that we were going to automate the real estate business and sell the course and get it right this year, whatever it took to invest, right? We said, let me tell you though, it's nerve-wracking as hell.
Yes, sir.
It is nerve-wracking. I'm going to tell anybody, if I wasn't built for this, I would not do this. Because I have been faced with wanting to go back and wholesale a property or just jump back full throttle into that because I know that. I can do that. I can do it with my eyes closed. This new venture it's only a new venture because it's the wave. It's what's going on right now. It's automatic. Like, let me tell you, we are honestly, we at about $174,000 in QuickBook right now with automated, right? That's about 1.5 to 3 people a month signing up at $10,000 a month. Not bad, but it ain't where we have not met our goal yet. We have not met our goal yet because the first goal was consistent 6 months, 50 grand minimum, 6 months, not 1 month, and then get to 100 grand a month by the end of this year, so we get to 100 grand a day. And let me tell you, I've spent probably 35 grand on marketing and teams. That's just teams, firing, hiring, speaking. Don't post this. Post should look like this. Don't go this. Oh, Deron, you need to step back and let us handle it. Like this is the craziest. Because to John's point, we quarterback. We quarterback. We know
Ron.
John.
Hey, Ron. Welcome to this world. It's a whole other animal over here, bro.
Not letting people not letting me quarterback. Now, like I said, I got other deals and other stuff, but strictly from my automation, we are, and it's been great. Like I said, we probably bust a quarter, maybe 300,000 with just automation, which is great. Don't get me wrong, because my wife like, really? She like, really? Like you doing good with it, but it's not where we haven't reached our goal yet. But what I would say is the stress that comes with it is uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. Sure. But to John's point, the time last year we made a decision and said we are going to make automated real estate sell 90% of our income. We're going to make that 90% of our income. And one of the
Absolutely.
reasons that I can't hit the mark is because my back office is not 100% together.
Yeah.
My back office can't handle 20 people a month right now. It can't handle 20 people a month.
So let me ask you this. How many times have you had to turn your marketing off?
Oh, I've at least twice. At least twice.
I've had to turn mine off several times. And I got hit over the head last month for it.
Yeah, and Leah, when I turned it off because literally it was your conscience on servicing people. Because
That's what it was.
Because there's nothing like 200 grand in your account and you can't service them. Like that's the worst.
Let me check to see. Let me check the calendar. Hold on.
He's trying to see what day he can bring you in now, right?
Yeah. Now, Glenn, while you doing that, let me get back to John. My brother John has been consistent. He owes us 3 words for the year. We're gonna talk about that later. He owes us 3 words.
For the 3 words.
But I'm gonna say this anytime I get on. The reason I ever did business with John and Monique is because those are 2 people in Atlanta that I can go to sleep on, do something with, and go to sleep on.
Absolutely.
Like, on God. I
Hands
swear,
down.
if anybody comes for them, I got my gun, I'm ready to blaze. There's no question.
Hands down.
Because Monique is the only contractor I've ever had that I can leave out with the client and don't even check, don't get no calls, don't get nothing, and the project is done. It's done. John is the only person I know that if Glenn do, I said Glenn, it's a handful of us, but I can give John the entire contact list of everybody we dealing with, and John is gonna be the most honest. He gonna communicate. He gonna say everything. It takes a lot.
Have we done that before, John?
Yes, we have.
No. It takes a lot. Like if John is pissed off at you, you have really messed up. You have really messed up. If Glenn is mad at you, you need to think about that like Jesus.
Right. Oh yeah.
Jesus mad at you. Jesus mad at you.
Hey, I'm only gonna get mad requires too much emotion from me. Like I can't give you that much of me. You know what I mean? First of all, I'm gonna love you anyway. I love you anyway. So for me to get mad at you, like
he ain't got mad yet, Ron. He ain't got mad yet.
Look, you probably did something to one of my kids if I'm mad.
Absolutely. Because Glenn is always smiling. But I tell people, I was having a conversation last night. I was telling them I done had people try to sue. I done had dudes by my name and built a whole website about me being fraudulent, about all this. Wow. I've overcome all that. Me, my brothers, I've overcome all that. Let me tell you something. A lot of cats are worrying about losing 1,000 on the deal, 2,000 on the deal. What do you do when a mother build a website with your name?
Wow.
They go buy your name. They go and buy your name. And every time somebody Google your name, a website comes up.
Wow.
That talks about everything. I've overcome that. He had to take it down. So I had to lawyer up and get on them. But to my point, I can take any of the smoke that anybody brings. And I'm gonna tell you, again, going back with John, with the whole lifestyle, these cats who ain't been in business 10 years, but they driving around here in a Wraith, and they saying that we subject matter experts and things of that nature. Let me break this down, man. A used Wraith, I can go get a Wraith right now for $150. It's $1,200 a month.
Hold on, break it down again. Break it down. Give a number.
Can I ask a question? To know what a Wraith is, do you have to have a certain income? Because I don't know what that is. I gotta check my bank account. I don't know what a Wraith is. No. I don't hang out. I'm not a part of a car club. I don't know what that is.
Right. Rolls Royce Wraith, 2014, 38,000 miles, 150, 175,000, $1,200 to $1,600 a month. Now, if you ask me, a single wholesaler can afford that.
Yeah.
A person that's doing wholesaling consistently can afford that. Apartment 1,500, raise 1,500, couple bills,
Hold on,
$5,000 a month.
hold on. You just messed up right there. My man Ron said apartment 1,500. You're in a rape with an
Why are
apartment.
you in an apartment
You
with a
messed
race?
up. If you don't own any assets and you in a race, we got a problem.
We got a problem.
because they selling lifestyle. They don't do videos from the apartment. They do videos from the race. They do
Okay.
videos from everybody else's events. They pull up with the race. You don't get to see where I live. No, you don't get to see where I live because here's another thing. I can go get a condo with a view that just adds even more to my social. Now I got a condo with a view that's actually an Airbnb that I rent 2-3 weeks out the month. Don't cost me that much. I can afford to just move like that because what I need to sell is content, lifestyle, and the image of. That's what I need to sell. I go to meetings and show you the meetings. I show you my race. I show you me partying in the club. I show you everything but the thing that's most important, which is the assets and the lifestyle that I'm really living.
Well, you know what I've learned about this whole marketing thing, though, man. I mean, you make a good point because there are people that are actually selling that. But what I've come to understand, you know, from my coach, I definitely got to shout him out. Is that, you know, he did a post the other day. He said the flex is that I could flex, but I don't.
Hey man, let me tell you something.
Flex, but I don't.
I gotta say this real quick because I used to be in the club scene and party and do all that stuff, right? First market. This time around, I be telling everybody, "Oh, John, what's up?" You know, you separate yourself from certain individuals, and I know if y'all watching, y'all gonna, you know, you're like, it's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm a family man. I got other things going on. But if I really want to go turn up, I can get ghost for 6 months and it'd be a different type of turn up.
Right, for sure.
I'm just saying.
I mean, and I'll tell you this. So
that's a difference.
But here's the thing that I have a question about. Because somebody, you know, I understand, you know, we have to do things for marketing, right? We're marketing ourselves as real life subject matter experts. So some things require people to know that what we're capable of at the minimum, right? But what I come to understand also is if I show you my, well, what is it, Wraith? You know, show you what I know about it. If I show you mine, how does that equate to what I can help you get? Right? Because I probably got mine because a lot of y'all just paid me to get it. Y'all paid me to get it. But how does that equate to me actually showing you how to get one? Right? If I can't show you that I can help you get one, me having one should be of no value.
Well, the mindset of seeing, like the visual of seeing you in the race is, oh, he definitely could show me how to get one. See what I'm saying? That's the mindset, but that's the negative mindset to have anyway. Like, you shouldn't be wanting to have well, I guess, you know, you see somebody in a race, you see somebody in a dealership, you want to be able to do the same thing that they're doing, and they can show you how, so you pay for their course, their system. I guess that's how they do it.
Well,
I'm flexing right now. I'm flexing. Can I flex right now? I'm finna flex right now. You see that behind me? You see the house behind me? Y'all see that?
You frozen right now. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Y'all see that?
Yep.
Y'all see the house behind me? That's my dad's house. That's my dad who bought him the house. Cash. That's my dad. He just went inside because he saw I was on the phone. But you see that house behind me? It's 3,000 square feet behind me on the east side here. I bought that 5 years ago. These cats out here talking about buying race. I'm making sure the family good.
And you know,
I'm making sure the family good.
I guess my mindset flexes a different way because for us to be able to be on this for a whole hour and a half in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, that's
talk to him.
That's a flex for me.
Hey, no, Glenn, hey, hold on, man. No, I can't stay on too much longer, man. I got stuff to.
Right. Hey, the flex.
I'm good.
The flex is to have time.
That's it. My dad, I come out here to the east side 3 times a week to spend time with my dad. I brought his grandson out here. We're gonna go have lunch. We're gonna go do whatever he wanna do. And that's my flex. And I go in here and we renovate. That's my biggest flex. Like the car, everything is nice. But the most important things, man, is the fact that my mother-in-law has a house. That whenever she needed, we got her a house. The fact that I got my mom and dad are separated. I got my dad a house and I bought my mom a house.
That's what's
Separate. They separate. My mom wasn't even in my life, and I bought her a house. If y'all ever meet my mom, ask her. I paid cash for it. Paid cash for Pop House. Paid cash. That's the biggest flex because
Hey, that's the real
that
flex.
positioned me.
right there.
That positioned me because right now that house behind me got 100,000 equity. The house in Powder Spring, we got equity in houses.
That's
And the next one, my little sister ain't even watching this.
but
I told her, all you got to do is pick the house. Go ahead.
Can't. So how do we show? Here's a question that I ask for those types of things. We're talking real hard assets. How do we flex that? Like, do we walk around with a T-shirt that says this is the equity that I have in my house? Like, what is it that we can do to help folks understand what true to life flex really
Hey, listen, man. I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Come for him, dude.
I don't want to do it, man, because I know I can get my boy Charlie to come pull up on me right now, and we walk through my wife's dream home, and it's gonna make some people upset.
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It's those types of things. Michael says, "Get a chain." But it's those types of things that we need to. I guess for me, and this is how I look at it. We kind of become responsible for changing that narrative. You know what I mean? Like for far too long, that having the chain and having the nice car and all those things are great. I used to have those kind of things. I remember that time. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm 48, right? For me, is what Ryan's talking about. For me, is preparing my children to have the things that they want to have for the rest of their lives, their children and their children's children. So if I go buy a $200,000 car, I can't feed that to my children. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, if it sits up for 30 years and, maybe, if they take care of it, it becomes an asset in 30 more years. But in the meantime, what good is it for? I don't know.
It's no good, man.
That's just how maybe
no
I think
everybody needs, and the whole family needs to be looked at like a business, right? So
Absolutely.
My little sister, I got her credit right. Pop sitting on good credit. Mom, my stepmom sitting on good credit. Now the boys, my teenage boys, they got a 700 credit score. I need assets. I need to be able to move as much as possible to take over everything that I need to take over. So it ain't about it. It's not the material things are just the material things. The position to accumulate wealth is the most important position because the guys I run with, they wealth is something different. The way they move, I got one partner, and everybody know Frost, my boy Kurt from Love and Hip Hop. I watched Kurt spend $400,000 on cars in 1 week, cash. Now, for you to spend $400,000 on a car, for me, John, you know what we doing, John, right? We watching. We like, is he really got it like that, or is it just like a flex, or is it like? But then I called my boy up. He in the Bahamas. He just bought 2 cribs in the Bahamas. Both of them 3,000 square feet. One he's keeping for himself. One he Airbnb. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? See, a lot of people don't see that on Love and Hip Hop, right? That's why I had to shout my boy because everybody think that he living off, receipts. Just don't. Look, let me tell you something. When I tell you the investments that this man has put me on to, one investment in particular, brokering the space on boats that brings the products to America. Brokering the container space on boats.
That just raised some eyebrow.
Hey, Ron, listen up, man.
On boats.
Hold on, let me make sure.
Hold on.
Oh, so we confirmed that you in the slot for next week, bro. Because you about to break the internet right now with what you talking, bro. You need a whole show by yourself.
Glenn, can I just touch on it one more time, Glenn?
Go ahead.
It blew my mind, Glenn.
Man,
that brings Amazon's stuff over here. He has 7 containers. His minimum container fee is $250,000. His minimum, and he's trying to get 4, 5, 6 people products in that container to bring it over here.
And what the
He
container
has 3 containers. The container is on the boat. The boat handle because the boat insures the container.
But I'm saying,
So
like,
you got to pay the fee.
what a container cost? You can pay what, 50 grand for a container, right, or less?
His one container. One container, I think he showed me, is like 175,000. It depends on the weight and the content
Right.
that it's bringing. What it's bringing over, because if it's bringing over like some livestock, or if it's bringing over things that can sit on the boat longer. The longer it can sit on the boat, the less you can get the container for.
Mm.
So
So we flipping houses because why?
Right.
It's the Ron B takeover. Hey, nothing I say even matters because it's gonna take a lot of time to get there.
No, it's just me.
It's
just me sharing this because I'm like, I don't
It's
have
over
that
with.
type of money. I don't have that type of money. But the cats I'm rolling with, I'm sitting here with them, and we sitting here talking about this, and Glenn and John, y'all know I'm bringing it straight to the family. The first thing I ain't got the money. I'm gonna be like, hey, John, Glenn, hey man, we're gonna need about $100,000 a piece to get 1 or 2 of these containers. and here's the crazy part, right? You don't have to find the product. They call you, ask you, do you have space on your container?
All right, hey, listen,
you.
That's going to require a whole show, Ron.
Right. You need 2 shows.
You dropping too much major stuff on us right now, bro.
John, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that their invoices. I see some of the invoices. The invoices is like 2 million, 3 million, 6 million. Like they doing almost 10 to 15 million a month on container shipments alone. And container shipments.
And for the folks that's watching, what y'all might not know is that is still real estate.
Yes, it is.
That's still real estate. It's not in the form of a house.
The container is the real estate. The container is the
real estate. Yeah. If anything that is spatial that you could actually put something in or put something on, it's real estate. So, let's make sure we keep that education. Man.
But again, we'll talk about that later. But again, I want to thank my brother John, man, for even letting me come on because, sometimes sometimes I don't even come on shows or even do anything, man, because people know my personality, and I don't try to jump in and step on anybody's toes. But my brother John and Glenn, they always give me a platform. So forever will I be indebted to you guys, because I swear if a move come and I need to make it, John gonna probably be one of the first dudes. John in my top 3. He in my top 3.
Hey,
my brother.
My brother Cole. To get there for the viewers that's watching. It took time to get to the first 3.
Hey, listen.
I tell you, if the pandemic,
I hope I can make it to the top 5 at least. I hope I can make it to the top 5.
Yeah, Glenn, Glenn. I just need. I got you. Anybody I can trust around my family, my wife, and that is always top 5 for me.
Okay, I was gonna say, do I need to show you my bank statement? I mean, I'm good for it.
I was gonna, Glenn, you know what? Glenn, you know what? I'm gonna show that. I don't have to. When we jump on, I'm gonna show them because I like to show real numbers. I'm gonna say I jumped in this morning. We was at 174,000 this morning.
Y'all about to start some stuff now. Hey, when you start showing bank statements, it's about to get started.
Hey, listen. For the way my bank account is set up, and for tax purposes, I will not be showing.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because the only reason I can even talk like that because of my tax person, Deb. Deb, if you're watching, I love you, Deb. My boy Rich Field put me on the Deb.
Hey. That's why I said y'all get ready to open up some other stuff.
No, we're not doing that.
Look. Exit. Look. Exit.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you, shout out to my boy Richard Dillard.
For the purpose of other things, though, everything else, those other situations have all been cleared up. So the only situation is now we will not be showing the IRS what is in the bank account. We will not do that.
Yeah, and I tell you, people tell right as of right now, even me, I think I owe about 60 bands. So we're gonna have to. So So quantify that. If you owe 60 grand in taxes, but you got 106 folks on really about 110. So I'm almost negative. I'm almost in maintenance. I gotta get my weight up.
Well,
I gotta get my weight up.
You need some more write-offs. So you can give me about 100,000 on this deal that I'm working on, and that'll write off the taxes that you have to pay on that.
That's why, and again, that's why I'm about because to me, even though I know I ain't got to pay the whole 60 right now, but I still think of it like that because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to just drop a whole. I'm about to just pay that, and then if I'm left with 110, that shit for me, that's broke. That's broke.
I mean,
that's broke.
When you see numbers, see that we never mind. We talking too much.
Yeah.
All right, Ron, thank you for jumping on in with us, bro. Look, we give it up too much right now. But hey, listen, Ron, look out. Keep a lookout in your email, bro. You have been officially slotted for the week next week. Bring the funk, man. I know you will.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be real, man. We're gonna talk about because one thing we're gonna talk about too. I wanted to touch on is John was talking about his wife. He talking about D. Shout out to D, man. Shout out to y'all made D come out the woodworks. Y'all made D come out the woodworks. Y'all was applying pressure to John at the party. D threw another party and was like, "I'm gonna show these bitch." Shout out to D.
We gonna wrap up.
The meeting on. Yeah. So D, shout out, hey John, tell D from Ron D to her, I love her. But like I said, y'all stick with John because if D come out, it's a problem. It's a problem. She in there with the money, counting the money. She don't come out the money room.
No, she don't.
All right, look, we gonna go. We gonna go ahead and wrap up with John. Hey D, keep a lookout for your email, man.
No doubt, baby. One love, y'all.
All right, man.
My dad.
All right, man. Hey, listen.
Look like we ran out of time.
Right. Hey, but listen, John, for real. All this is gonna be packaged to where it will be presented properly.
Oh yeah.
I want to say thank you, brother. If let me tell you this. I don't know if anybody else has ever told you this, but if it's nobody else that you inspire, nobody else has told you that you inspire them. I know you inspire many people. I'm certainly one of those people, man, that I watch you, I pay attention. It's not for nothing what you do. What you do is very valuable. It's valuable to me, and I could probably speak for a number of other people. But I know for me personally, I want to give you your flowers right now, my brother, and tell you thank you for doing what you do. Thank you always for being a man of integrity, a man of honor. I salute you, bro. I salute you.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it, man, but we can't be all emotional right now. We got to close the show out right.
I'm just keeping 100, man.
No, because we don't need. Hey, look, and this is another thing. We gotta say this, man, because we could be emotional too. We can cry a little bit. It's frowned upon when we get emotional. It's frowned upon.
Definitely. I mean, but you know what? I think because of the examples that we are, I think it's okay for us to do that. You know what I mean? And I want us to be able to set the stage, man, for men like you and I to be able to set the stage for people that will see this and people that see us to know that it's okay to move in the way that we move and it doesn't take anything away from you. Like, right. Yeah, we talk about the money and the this and that and the other. We talk about all that. Okay, all that's a part of what we do, right? It's a part of what we do, but it doesn't necessarily have to be who we are.
Right.
But
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for all you do as well, man. I really appreciate, you even having me on your platform. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to have a platform, but to have me on here, like I'm half real estate investor. Like I'm this is dual ownership right here.
Right, exactly. So,
but yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, and what you do and the people that you bring on. Like I pay attention to you as well, and the people that you do bring on. I see you when you fly into the D. I be paying attention. So, and I also pay attention to you. If you keep doing my grind guy pose, man, we have a problem. I don't care about you doing it in 1978. I don't care about that.
I never patented the move, but you did. So
yes, sir.
I will do it, but I'll definitely give you your just due for it.
Right.
And listen, it will forever be the grind guy pose, even though I was doing it when I was a kid. But it's forever the grind guy pose. Hey, brother. But thank you again, man. What's going on, man? What you got? Are you in the field today? You in the field anytime this week?
I'm headed to the field right now, man. I just want to, come on. I blocked out a couple hours. I'm about to head to the streets.
Okay, where can folks get in contact with you at, man? How can people reach out to you?
Hey, this is on. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Grind Guy. On Instagram at The Real Grind Guy. On Facebook at John Stafford. Okay, and you could go and click on that link, man. Last month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we had we still got merch because we had some more sizes come in. So y'all can go and click on that link in my bio on Instagram and go and get you a shirt, man. Go and click on that link and support the Breast Cancer Awareness movement.
Definitely. Hey, listen, I'll be going right over there when we're done. Can I still get a grind shirt, man? You know, I forgot to get one at the
No, it's okay, man. It's a part of it.
Okay. All
right. Once you click on that link, you'll see the shirts which you could choose from.
Okay, I definitely got to get one. How about what's Everybody Eats, man? Tell everybody what Everybody Eats is.
Everybody Eats is a movement, man. Everybody Eats is basically what it is. Everybody eats. You know, we create win-win situations for everybody. You know, when you sit at the table with Everybody Eats, everybody getting a plate, as long as you're providing and adding some type of value. You know what I'm saying? So that's Everybody Eats in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? I started that back in 2017 because I wanted a different type of movement, and Everybody Eats was taken by a restaurant. So we wanted to keep it the name. So we got Everybody Eats. And if you say it fast, you still saying Everybody Eats. You know what I'm saying? So we support that movement, and we want everybody else to support the movement and be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you let's say somebody out here, they don't know what they're doing and they need help with the deals, we help you close deals. You know, that's what it's about. It's about getting everybody to the closing table where everybody can break bread, everybody can eat, and it can be equally done. You know, we don't take advantage of people over here. And I ain't saying that for nobody. I'm just saying it.
Hey,
it wasn't no shots at nobody. I just said that.
Hey, listen. Shots fired, but the hit dog will holler, is what they say. I want to make a point to what you said, man, about everybody eating. It's good to see that everybody eats, but the folks that come to the table can't be worried about what's on your plate. You know what I mean? Don't be worried about what's on your plate. Don't be worried about what's on the next man's plate.
And shout out to the team. Shout out to everybody associated. A huge shout out to my sister, man. One of my good close friends, Mo Hustle. Man, proud of her, man. Y'all see that modern out there, and y'all see the modern out there in dang, I can't even think of the name.
Is it Mosley Park?
Y'all see the modern out there in dang.
Is it Mosley Park?
Mosley Park. I don't know why I just had that. I just went, silent for a second. The team closed, a couple of my team members closed their first deal over there. So man, we've been running. So shout out to Mo Hustle, man, on that development, on all the spaces of project management, development, and everything. That's just the start for y'all that don't know. Y'all stay tuned, man. We coming.
Real stuff. Hey, salute to you, brother. Thank you again for jumping on the show. And here's a disclaimer for the people that watch this show as well. Like, the show is 1 hour long, but when John or Mo or Ron or these folks come on, it's fluid. Whatever happens, happens.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. That's why I blocked the time out. Look, that's why I blocked the time out. I knew I was getting 2 hours.
Right.
1, 2. Look, because I need what? Time. I need the time.
Hey, definitely salute to you, brother. Thank you for doing what you do. Hey, shoot me a text, man. Let me know when you're in the field. I might come and catch up with you. I think I got a little more time. So hit me up. I come and check you out. When you trying
to get in the field, just let me know. One call, that's all.
For sure. We'll make it happen, bro.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Listen, folks, this has been the Real Life Real Estate Investing Show, where we talk about real life real estate situations, but we definitely bring you real life real estate solutions. And pay attention to the show where we're talking about the words of the month. Definitely follow John on the words of the month. Follow him on all platforms to keep up with him and what he's got going on. You will truly be inspired. I gotta get up before him at 5 o'clock in the morning to make it to the gym. I'm gonna be shooting my video in the morning. So,
let's go. That's what it's for.
All right, brother. I'll catch you later, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro. Have a great day.
No doubt. No doubt. Salute to you, man. Have a good one now.
Yep.